Hey, beautiful people, all praises to the Most High. I did tell you I was going to make a video about prison garments. I mean, good garments, heavenly garments, your spiritual wardrobe, good garments and evil garments, and how they affect your life. All right. Now, in Isaiah 61 and 10, I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall be joyful in my God, for he has clothed me with the garments of salvation. So here it talks about the garments of salvation. It really matters what you're wearing in the spiritual realm. And if you watch my other video, I talked about the evil garments and prison garments. Those come with bondage. And I'm just going to give you a list of the type of garments, and I'm going to tell you what that you should be burning, praying and pleading the blood over yourself and burning off the evil garments because they cause troubles in your life. All right. For he has clothed me with the garment of salvation, he has covered me with the robe of righteousness. And a bridegroom decks herself with ornaments as a bride adores herself with the jewels. So that's a good garment. So we have the garments of salvation and we have the robe of righteousness. All right. So, okay. That's in Isaiah 61 and 10. That's one good garment. Now, Isaiah 61 and 3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give them beauty for ashes and oil for joy of mourning, the garment of praise. So now we got another one. The garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they may call trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. Okay, so that's another good garment. Now we're going to go to the second book of Samuel, chapter 13 and 18. And she had a garment of diverse colors upon her, for with such robes were the king's daughters that were virgins' apparel. Then this is another good garment of diverse colors, of many colors. And remember, Joseph had a robe of many colors that his brothers envied of it. That's another good garment. All right, I'm just going to go through some. This is a filthy garment. So it matters what you're wearing in the spiritual realm. Zechariah 3 and 3, and Joshua was clothed with filthy garments and stood before the angel, right? So what happened to him? What did he have to do? And he answered and spoke unto those that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him. And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thy iniquity to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee with change of raiment. He took off his wicked spiritual rags that he was wearing. Also, the beggarly, Matthew, that in with Christ, that beggarly guy, he had on evil garments. All right. Now here's some more garments. Proverbs 31 and 25. Strength and honor are her clothing. These are other good garments that you wear in the spiritual realm. But a lot of people don't have on good garments, right? Now, this is the priestly garments. The robe of priesthood, the crown of righteousness, a breastplate of understanding. I know when you're in the warfare, you have the breastplate of righteousness, but the Levites, they have the breastplate of understanding, and they have what? The garment of truth. That comes with their attire. This is only for the priests. This is only for the children of Levi. They got on a crown of righteousness, a breastplate of understanding, the garment of truth, and the lid of faith, and the turban of the head, and the ephod of prophecy, and they have the holy oil, right? They're anointed with the holy oil. So that's in the Testament of Levi. And also you heard Isaiah talk about the robe of righteousness, right? All right. I don't know why it got me here. Sorry. So this is why it's important to know what kind of garments you're wearing. Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watch and keeps his garment, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. Then you got even some people who are naked in the spiritual realm. Shame, that's shame and disgrace. Now 2 Kings 25 and 29. And he changed his prison garments and did eat bread continually before him all the days of his life. You see? So your garment really affects how you are. For no man puts a piece of new cloth on an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up takes from the garment, and the rent is made worse. So let me get into some type of filthy garments. I'm just gonna go right here for a second, but I'm gonna continue. I'm just gonna name a list of filthy garments, and then I'm gonna name a list of good garments. All right. Filthy garments are shame, disgrace, humiliation, oppression, poverty, rejection, bondage, the prison garments, stagnation, limitation, ugly veil, ugly and cover of favor in your glory, veil, clothing, cover of greatness, cover of your goodness, cover of your career, cover of your destiny, cover of your gift, talent, cover of your virtue, cover of your blessings, cover your personality, cover of your honor, financial collapse, and garments of failure and garments of non-achievement. Those are the works of the enemy. Okay. Now let me give a quick list of some good garments with scriptures to match it. Proverbs 31:25, strength and honor. Thus the garments of strength and honor. Garment of excellency. There's garment of truth. I just told you with Levi. There's garment of strength in Proverbs 31:25. Garment of honor. Proverbs 31:25. Garment of glory. Girdle and bonnet for glory and beauty. Your bonnet, the glory and beauty bonnet. Garment of holiness, garment of praise, as in Isaiah 61:3, garment of salvation, Isaiah 61:10, robe of righteousness, also in Isaiah, coat of diverse colors, 2 Samuel 13:18, wrought gold, clothing for the daughters of Zion, that's in Psalms 45:13, beautiful garments of the daughters of Zion, that's in Isaiah as well, the breastplate of understanding, the ephod of prop, this is the priestly attire. So I'm going to finish with that. And you guys know the armor, but you don't know the clothing, the spiritual garments, your clothing. You just know about the helmet of salvation, the shield of faith to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, the breastplate of righteousness, the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, the loins girded about with truth, and your feet shown in the preparation of it. That is your armor. That's your armor when you're going into warfare. But you have to have on good clothing. You get me? So that's Ephesians 6:13 to 6:18, right? So I just told you about some filthy garments, and I told you about some good garments, and I gave you scriptures pertaining to those things. And I'm just going to read this a little bit, and you can look at it. If you make an encounter with the wrong garment, you will find it difficult to have a good relationship with God until you identify the evil garment and burn them to ashes. There can never be a new garment of blessing to some women. God has warned you not to wear some clothes, but you ignore the word. When you wear other people's clothes, you know that? You exchange spirits. God has revealed to you through confirmation that this garment clothes can destroy your home and bring you shame. Yes, there's garment of shame. You cannot get God's blessing with a bad garment, no matter the prayers and fasting. Bad garments are garments that they are not too decent in the sight of God. To some men, there has been a constant divine call to drop that clothes. You ignore his call and stick to your own lifestyle. You are helping yourself to destroy your glory. Any garment that is immoral, any garment that is not decent to the eyes, any garment that exposes other areas of your body is an evil garment from the pit of hell. There is a department in the kingdom of darkness where they specialize in designing evil garments for people. The garment that you are wearing in the spiritual realm determines what happens to your life in the physical realm. That's what with Joshua. Now this is in the same evangelist Joshua's site, evil garments, but I can go from the biblical perspective, and he also goes into it, and he gives people prayer points to get rid of these evil garments. And I just want you to have that, because I know this video is going to cut off soon, and probably by the new year I won't have a channel, so I hope I could give you guys as much teaching that you possibly can get in these lessons, and I hope that it helps you with your life. So I'll leave it here. So okay, so you need to go on a fasting and praying.